I was still alone the moment that you held me, 'cause I couldn't let go who I thought I was. I guess that's how things go. It's yours and then it's his. I was feeling red, and it just am I a ghost in someone's body? Am I a voice inside your mind? And if I'm haunting you, I'm sorry. I haunt myself sometimes. Unprepared for the things you told me. I hope I didn't scare you. Buried in my thoughts. I hope you know how much I think I need you. So I write another poem dragging us on, and I'll keep dragging us on. Go find a way not to haunt someone. If I keep dragging us on, you'll keep dragging us on. Go find a way not to haunt someone.
เ Not the flight. We're dealing with
Touch to airplane mode and do not use booster during the flight.